Hi, good evening everyone. So today is the day 9th of the Gear Up mains answer writing. In this program, we are discussing the previous year questions that we are giving on you on daily basis in Telegram groups. Many of you are facing the issue related to submission of the answer, where you can submit the answer. Please go to the Edukemy website. You will find the master course. Please enroll in that course without any cost. Means it's a free of cost to all of you. There you can directly submit the answer that will be evaluated by our expert mentors. In this program, we are following a schedule that's given on the portal as well. In that schedule, we are covering on a weekly basis subject-wise. The last week was related to ancient, medieval and culture. And in this week, we are covering the modern history. So today's question was also related to the modern history. So let's start the question. So today's question is, the 1857 uprising was the culmination, the recurrent big and small local rebellions that had occurred in the preceding 100 years of British rule. Elucidate. First, here we need to understand the question. What is the main demand of the question? If you understand it clearly question, so you can be sure that this is the thing that the question required. If you have clarity about the question, means your 30-40% work is done. So in this question, the question is saying the 1857 revolt was the final result of all the tribal uprising, military uprisings, and other peasant uprisings before the revolt. It was a final result of all those uprisings that was started from the 1750, before 1750 also. The question is saying 1857 का जो revolt था वो इससे पहले के सभी छोटे revolts या छोटे peasant uprisings, or we can say about the military revolts and also about the some of the other revolts. तो उनका एक combination होगा, it's a final result of those small rebellions or local rebellions or the revolts or a tribal uprising. And we need to elucidate. Elucidate means give clarity. How it was. Give clarity through explanation. Through explanation. So you need to clear this question through the explanation by explaining the different kind of the revolts before the 1857 and what was the major reason behind those revolts and how it's a, we can say it's a culmination. The specific word was used, it's a culmination. How it's a final result of those revolts. So we need to explain this in this question. I hope the question is clear to everyone. Any doubt? Okay. So as usual, we will divide the question in three parts. One is the introduction, second is the body part, and the third is the conclusion of the question. In the introduction, you can write about the different kind of the issue the India was facing, the people was facing with the British. Everybody knows there was a economical issue with the British. There was a religion related issue as well. Like we can say about the religion of the army officers they are sending outside the India. There was also an issue related to society, social issue like a sati paltha, widow remarriage, and some of the other issues related to society as well. Defense related issue, we can say the military related issue is also there. So we can directly write in the introduction, there was a various issue related to the, we can say number one was the social issue. Due to the social issue, military issue, religion, and economic issue. These are the various issues which led down the very small revolts and which give a final result to these 1857 revolts. So in the introduction, you can write about these issues due to the various issues which were mainly related to society, related to religion, related to the economic perspective, related to military, related to some of the taxation that can you enter into the economics. So these all small revolts combine and it's a final result of those revolts. So you can write this in the introduction. Okay, clear? So now, after writing the introduction, we need to write the body part. In the body part, we can divide the body part according to the different kind of the revolts. It would be better if you are dividing the different kind of the revolt instead of the writing the revolts, all the revolts in a single heading. If you are making the multiple headings according to the kind of the revolts, the examiner will give half an marks more to you because of your presentation and because of your clarity. Okay, so in the body part, we can divide the body part in these three major subheadings. So if I can say, if there is a single heading, these are the following revolts, which was the region for the culmination, which was the culmination for the 1857. Or instead of that, I am dividing those revolts, the military revolts, headings, the civil uprising and the peasant revolt, second headings, and the tribal uprising is the third heading. So examiner को अगर आप clarity से लिखोगे, तो he will also clear in giving the marks to you. So always make a habit, जितना clarity से आप present कर सकते हैं paper में, जितना clarity से आप लिख सकते हैं, जितना कम words में you can explain the thing, that will be good for you. So in these categories, we will categorize the different kind of the revolts. Like in the military revolts, we will add up the 2-3 type of revolts. In the civil uprising and the peasant revolts, we will add the different kind of the revolts. And finally, in the tribal uprising, we will write different kind of tribal revolts. And also we will explain in a one line. Yeah, this was the major reason behind this revolt. Clear? So in the body part, we will define the region of the revolts and which lead to the final result of 1857 revolt. And in the body part, we will categorize the different kind of the revolts. And the one is the military revolts, tribal uprising, and the civil uprisings or the peasant revolts. Okay, so let's take a discussion one by one. If anybody have any doubts regarding it, please mention in the comment section. I hope the framework of the answer is clear to you. How to write a suitable answer with a clear presentation. I hope it's clear to everyone. Today is the day 9. From the day 1, our focus is completely on the presentation, on the clear-cut content, and how to address the keyword of the question. Okay, a request to everyone, please write the answer before watching this video and submit the answer to the Edukemy portal. It will be very beneficial if your answer will be evaluated, you get to know about your mistakes. Okay, so now come to the military revolts. The kind of the military revolts, everybody know, the military have a issue of the religion. When the commander of the military or the sepoy of the military was sending outside the country, so there was a religion related issue. Specific, we can say to a Sikh community about their hairs. So these are the various kind of the revolts. So let's see about the military revolts. Which were those military revolts? One was the Bengal Mutiny in 1764. This was also related to the religion of military personals. It would be also better if you are arranging these revolts chronologically, like the Bengal Mutiny 1764, Vellore Mutiny 1806, and the Native Infantry Unit Mutiny in the 1824. You need to represent in a chronological order. Your presentation can be in a different form. Somebody can present in the form of the number line, first revolt, time, second revolt, time, and the third revolt. Even you can mention about the one region here, second region here, and the third region here. So it's give a clarity to the answer. These are the military revolt, these are the region, why they are a culmination to the 1857. Okay, so these three revolts, the Bengal Mutiny, Vellore Mutiny, and the Native Infantry Unit Mutiny, are specifically related to the religion of the military persons, which lead to the final revolt of 1857. That was also related to the religion, food habits. Okay, now the next type of the revolt is a civil rebellion. civil and the peasant movement. In this also you can see they are the chronological arranged. This is the 1821, no the 1921. Mobilize the 1821. Okay, so in the sannyasi revolt, the major reason was the condition in the factory, specific condition in the factory, which mainly the female were employed there, and the condition was the factory was very bad at the time. The working hour was very high. They are not focusing on the food. They are not focusing on the health perspective of the like the labor. So they revolted against the Britisher in the Sannyasi revolt in the 1763. This was a major revolt for the longer time. It was run, the Sannyasi revolt. If you see how the mains and the prelims preparation is interlinked, if you know about these revolts, you can also answer to the clarity your prelims answer. If there is a match the following, if you are clear about the reason behind the revolts, you can directly answer if there is an option or not. Like in the present condition, the options are given only one pair, only two pair, only three pair. If you know the exact reason of the revolt, it's because you are making it through the writing practice, that always will be with you. So the pre and the mains are not a different game, but if you're preparing for the mains, your clarity will be increased in the prelims because you are writing, you are retaining the content. If you are retaining the content, if your retention capacity is high, your confusion will be very low in the prelims. So please try to write the answer, please try to write, learn continuously and try to retain the knowledge. Okay, next is the Polygon revolts, which was in the 1795 to the 1805. The Polygon revolts was specifically due to the, we can say the Carnatic province. The Polygon revolts were due to the maintenance of the Carnatic province. In the final treaty of the Carnatic Wars, the Carnatic province was for maintenance is given to the East India Company. After the Carnatic War, it was given to the East India Company. But the East India Company was putting many charges, many taxes on the peasants there. So there was arise a revolt against the British policy. So this was the major reason behind the Polygon revolt. Paika rebellion, a very famous rebellion. Anybody can tell me the reason behind the Paika rebellion? Anybody can tell me the reason about the Paika rebellion? Pikes, a particular tribes in Odisha. These were serving in the military and they are getting the rent-free land for 10 years continuously. But the Britishers were charging a high hefty taxes there. Against those taxes, the Paika raised a rebellion against the Britisher. So you can write these in the one lines. Sannyasi, Polygon, Paika, Mopla revolts. If you are writing these revolts, there will be a greater clarity to the examiner also. Means you have a clear information about these revolts. And you can also answer the demand of the question there. Now, to the third type of the revolt is a tribal uprising. The tribal uprising of the Paharia rebellions of the Pahari community. Then the Chuhar rebellion, Munda rebellions of 1820 to 1837, Santhal rebellions, Ramosi uprising. These are the major rebellions related to the agriculture lands, related to taxation, the heavy taxation imposed by the British. So they revolt against the British. Paharia, Chuhar, Munda, Santhal, Ramosi. So this question is more about the factual side. You need to be list down about these revolts, and you need to be list down about the specific region about these revolts, and so you can complete the body part of the question. Okay, any doubt? So we discussed about the military revolts, then the civil and the peasant uprising, then the tribal uprising. Munda rebellion is a very famous one. The Santhal is also very famous one, and then finally the Ramosi rebellion. So you need to be look about these rebellions and what are the major issues regarding these rebellions. किसके against specifically, about British policy थे, about zamindars, or about the taxation. So you need to clarify. These are the rebellions and these are the specific because of these reasons. You need to write in your answer. So in the introduction, we will write about the different kind of the issues, mainly related to society, mainly related to political issue, economic issue, military related issue, religion issue, which lead to the various kind of the revolts in the country and which finally culminate together and lead to the first revolt in the India is the 1857 revolt. Some call it mutiny, some call it the first war of the independence. So these small revolts play a very greater role there. Then we come to the body part. In the body part, we will divide the revolts in the different kind of the headings. Military revolt specifically, we will mention about the different kind of the military revolt like the Bengal Mutiny. Then we will enter into the peasant revolts, civil revolts, then finally the tribal uprising. Then we can finally conclude the answer. Yes, the 1857 revolt was a culmination of the earlier uprisings, earlier tribal or peasant revolts that were started the hundreds of the years ago. Because the issue was the same. The reason behind the revolt was the same. The reason behind the revolt of the 1857 and the reason behind these various kind of the revolt was the same. If you see the reason behind the 1857, the British policy, the taxation policy, economic policy, their interference in the Indian society, the religion related issue. Similarly, in these revolts also these are the specific issue. So how we can say these revolts and finally the results given is the 1857 revolt. So by this kind you can conclude your answer. Okay. So in this question we discuss completely the demand of the question. You need to also know about the keywords. What are the major keywords here? Elucidate. Elucidate means give the clear explanation, give clarity on the statement through explanation. Clarity is given through the different kind of the revolts. You can also make the figure. You can explain the one kind and you can make the figure for the other two kinds. इस तरीके से आप present कर सकते हैं. It will save your time. Like you can write the Modular rebellion. You can write the region in one line, 3-4 words. Then about the sannyasi region for the female, specifically the condition in the industry. Then about the Ramosi. So you can represent also in this way. It will save your time, give a clarity to you, give a clarity to examiner. Okay. So this is from my side. Tomorrow we will come with the day 10. This is also related to the modern Indian history. A request to you, please submit your answer. Please write the question and submit your answer to the Edukemy portal. You can find the link in the group as well. Also, you can go to the Edukemy website in the masterclass program. We have also started with our mains support program and the main test series. We are specifically focusing on the keywords. We are specifically focusing on the demand of the question, in which we are giving you the practice test. We are analyzing the PYQ paper on the Monday and also giving you the practice test. On Thursday, you will write the practice test at institution. On every Sunday, there will be a sectional test, and on every Monday, there again the discussion of the test. So it will be like a practice of more than 500 plus questions. We are also providing you the model answers of the previous year question from 2013 to 2022. So the mains exam is a game of retention, the mains exam is the game of practice, the mains exam is the game of presentation, the completion in time, the completion of the paper, addressing the demand of the question, clear about the question, what exactly the question is demanding. This is all about mains. If you are thinking, we are going and think in the examination hall, that's not possible. Because in the 180 minutes, you need to be answer the 20 question. On an average, 7-8 minutes. So in the 7-8 minutes, not possible to think about every question. So you need to be 60-70% of the ready-made material you can directly write into the exam. That's required for the mains preparation. And the mains decide your rank. It's having a 1750 mark, which decide your rank into the final list. Okay, so we will meet tomorrow again at 6 p.m. Day 10 of the Gear Up main support program, Gear Up mains answer writing. So let's gear up for the preparation. Try to write on a daily basis, get evaluated your answer on a daily basis, and keep rectifying yourself. Keep on the track, keep rectifying. Okay, thank you.